As one of Namibia's ethnic groups, the Nama communities live in sparsely populated settlements in Karas, Hardap regions and along the Khaisgu River in the Eroko region. The Nama communities have their own cultural practices and traditions that define their daily life. One of these traditions is the Aixan Gana Khaisgu, which translates to ancestral musical sound, knowledge and skills, which describes the specific traditional music of the Nama people. The Aixan Khaisgu embraces multiple domains of intangible cultural heritage such as performing arts, oral traditions and cultural expressions, social practices, rituals and festive events, and traditional craftsmanship. The traditional music is played and used as entertainment during communal celebrations such as traditional festivals, weddings, birthdays, the transition from girlhood to womanhood, and other events. Representing values and customs, songs also celebrate life and the joys of it, as well as illustrate different areas of life and nature. Examples are the harvest of a local plant called the Ngara, or the way an ostrich protects its chicks, as well as other environmental or animalistic phenomena. More importantly, the music serves the purpose of educating and instructing members of the community. The Aixan Khaisgu is based on the usage of traditional instruments, the khab or the musical bowl, which is usually played by either a man or woman, the guitip, a traditional guitar which can be played by both men and women, and the fleece played by women. However, due to the modern developments, traditional instruments are slowly but surely being replaced by modern instruments such as electronic keyboards, accordions, and latest guitars and mouth harmonicas, which have a similar sound, texture, or timbre as traditional instrument. Aixan Khaisgu has a unique sound, texture, and rhythm. The music consisting of a leading melody and a rhythm by either a musical bowl, an accordion, or a guitar, and systematically accompanying harmonies by other instruments requires high skills in creativity and improvisation. Musicians have their own way of identifying and analyzing elements of music. Being able to identify rhythms and harmonies is essential for a traditional Nama musician, as well as the ability to respond to others in order to create a balanced performance. Nevertheless, it is not just the skill of playing an instrument, but musicians also require knowledge in tuning, maintaining and fixing these traditional instruments. The Aixan Khaisgu is in need of urgent safeguarding as both the frequency and the extent of the practice are shrinking. The skills needed are possessed by very few people and are not being correctly passed on. While it used to connect the whole communities and villages, only a few elders still possesses the necessary knowledge and skills to play the traditional as well as modern instruments and make the music. Currently, the music are only performed during shows at cultural festivals and weddings, where the majority of the Nama youth use pre-recorded music as they lack the skill of performing. There is no formal training or teaching. only communal practice sessions attended by those who already possesses the skills and knowledge. The threat of this knowledge disappearing is very severe and immediate since most of the practitioners already die due to old age. One traditional instrument, the musical bowl, cup, can no longer be played by anyone since the only surviving musician passed on in 2017. The remaining musicians in large part suffer from conditions accompanying their old age, which prohibits or restricts them from making music.
As the community members of the Witwa Traditional Authority, therefore give consent that our heritage, and especially the intangible heritage, will be safeguarded for the future generation.
I'm